Hi, I'm Sherrie York, and I am delighted to share a little bit about my line-a-cut shower with a friend. When I mention I make linoleum block prints, I find a lot of people are immediately reminded of junior high art class. Yes, I used the same material, tools, and process that created your 7th grade holiday card. Carving tools, a brayer, ink, and a spoon to rub the print onto paper. Although I know a lot of relief printmakers would be appalled that I said so, it might be helpful to think of a block print as something a bit like a rubber stamp, or even a potato print. The areas of the block that I do not wish to print are carved away, and ink is applied to the remaining raised areas. It's from that raised surface that the ink is transferred to paper. Each color in this image represents a separate stage of carving, inking, and printing, which certainly calls into question my decision to use wood ducks as subject matter. But I liked the idea of the flashy male wood duck in the more subdued light of a rainy day. If you look closely, you'll notice that the streaks of raindrops are the color of the paper, which means that these thin lines were carved out of the block at the very first stage. Not a big deal, except that in order to preserve those thin lines, I had to be sure that each subsequent ink layer registered correctly. In other words, that it lined up in the exact right place. Have you ever looked at the Sunday paper and found all the color images looked blurry or distorted? That's what happens when a print gets out of register. Wood ducks in rainy days are uncommon where I live, in Colorado's arid high country, and this particular image took a long time to come to fruition. The inspiration came from the combination of a grainy, 20-year-old photo of ducks and an afternoon spent cruising the internet looking at old Japanese woodcuts of rainstorms. As I put those two ideas together, I imagined these birds sharing a moment of companionable quiet, waiting to see if the storm will intensify and send them for cover, or stay light enough to be just a friendly shower.